They told you Alexander the Great conquered the world. They told you Napoleon was invincible, but they never told you about the African emperor whose army was so terrifying, entire kingdoms surrendered without a fight. This is the story of Shaka Zulu, the man Europe quietly erased from world history. Shaka was born as an outcast, rejected, mocked, called illegitimate. But instead of breaking him, this humiliation forged him. He trained harder than anyone, studied battles obsessively, and rewired his mind to feel no fear ever. By 23, he wasn't just a warrior, he was a weapon. History books don't mention this. Shaka revolutionized African warfare centuries before Europe caught up. He invented the Ikalwa short stabbing spear, the bullhorn formation still studied in military academies, forced march endurance training, psychological warfare, zero-quit discipline. His soldiers marched barefoot across thorns without making a sound. When they attacked, they moved like a black wave, efficient, precise, unstoppable. Shaka didn't just win battles, he reshaped southern Africa. He unified scattered tribes, broke rival armies, absorbed warriors into his ranks, and built an empire feared across the continent. European settlers who saw the Zulu for the first time wrote in fear, an African army more disciplined than ours. Imagine that. Europe admitting fear. When the British expanded into South Africa, they expected easy domination. But scouts warned, this land belongs to Shaka. His warriors fight like no army we have ever seen. British generals avoided direct conflict for years because they knew if they triggered Shaka too early, their entire frontier could collapse. This is the part history books don't like to mention. Like many great leaders, Shaka wasn't defeated by enemies. He was betrayed by family. His half-brothers, driven by jealousy and fear, plotted his assassination. Shaka died with a prophecy, the Zulu kingdom will not stand without me. Within decades, Britain finally invaded, and after suffering humiliating defeats, they overwhelmed the Zulu through guns and industrial firepower, not superior strategy. Imagine teaching children about Napoleon, but admitting a black African general was smarter, faster, and more innovative. Colonial education couldn't allow that, so Shaka was either demonized or erased. But today, military historians openly agree Shaka Zulu was one of the greatest military innovators in world history. The truth always resurfaces. Subscribe to Dark Truths of History for stories they tried to bury.